Transfer window opens. Who could be on the move in January? The January transfer window is a notoriously tricky time to do business. But a packed fixture schedule, injuries, keeping up a title charge or fighting to stay up means several Premier League managers have hinted that they will need to go into the market this winter. The January transfer window for English clubs opens on Wednesday, January 1st and closes on Monday, February 3rd at 2300 hours Greenwich Mean Time. BBC Sport has taken a closer look at 5 high-profile players whose futures are likely to come under scrutiny over the next month. Marcus Rashford, Man United. It currently feels like a case of when Marcus Rashford will leave Manchester United, rather than if he will. The 27-year-old forward said in an interview in mid-December that he is ready for a new challenge amid uncertainty over his Old Trafford future. Rashford has scored 138 goals in 426 appearances for the club since making his debut in 2016, having come through the United youth ranks. The 2022-23 campaign was his most prolific when he scored 30 in all competitions. However, he has struggled for form over the past 18 months and attracted criticism from pundits and fans for a number of labored displays. Rashford is one of United's highest earners, which could be barrier to any move in January. Contracted until June 2028. Linked with Paris Saint-Germain, Barcelona and Saudi Pro League clubs Al Ahly, Al Ittihad and Al Qadsiya. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Liverpool. Linked with Paris Saint-Germain, Barcelona and Saudi Pro League clubs Al Ahly, Al Ittihad and Al Qadsiya. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Liverpool. The futures of a trio of key Liverpool stars heading into the final 6 months of their contracts have been in the spotlight. But while Mohamed Salah and Virgil van Dijk have reluctantly provided snippets in interviews about contract talks, it has been slim pickings from Trent Alexander-Arnold. He said in September that negotiations over a new deal would not be played out in public, which has added a cloud of uncertainty over what lies in store for the versatile 26-year-old, who has been at Liverpool since the age of 6. With Liverpool favourites to win the Premier League, looking good in the Champions League and in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup, the overtures of Real Madrid might be resisted for the Scouser, but for how long? Contracted until June 2025. Linked with Real Madrid, Manchester City. Martin Zubimendi, Real Sociedad. A top-class number 6 is like gold dust, which explains why Real Sociedad midfielder Martin Zubimendi will be one of the hottest properties in January. Liverpool were close to signing the 25-year-old in the last window after a drawn-out pursuit, only for the Basque club to talk him into staying. The absence of Rodri at Manchester City has left them short of options in the position. Zubimendi, who helped Spain win Euro 2024, reportedly has a £51.7 million release clause in his contract. "I'm happy with the way I'm handling it," Zubimendi said of the ongoing speculation over his future before the transfer window. With Sociedad in mid-table, he is not likely to be short of offers. Contracted until June 2027. Linked with Liverpool, Arsenal, Manchester City, Barcelona. Ben Chilwell, Chelsea. At 28, Ben Chilwell should be in the prime of his career at Chelsea, but has instead found himself largely frozen out of his first-team picture at Stamford Bridge by boss Enzo Maresca. Chilwell, who joined Chelsea for £45 million from Leicester in 2020, has just 45 minutes of a Carabao Cup tie against Barrow to his name this season, and having failed to get a move away from the club in the last window. Maresca said Chilwell was among the players thinking to leave, and the club will try to find a solution depending on what offers materialize for the left-back, who has won 21 caps for England. His wages seem to make a loan move most likely. Contracted until June 2027. Linked with Juventus, Brentford, Manchester United, West Ham, Fenerbahce. Matheus Cunha, Wolves. An electrifying start to the 2024-25 season has seen Matheus Cunha thrust into the limelight during what has largely been a season of struggle for Wolves. Cunha has been involved in 11 goals in his past 11 Premier League appearances, scoring 7 and assisting 4. He is also the first Wolves player to score as many as 16 top-flight goals in a calendar year since John Richards netted 18 in 1980. The Brazilian, 25, signed from Atletico Madrid in a deal which could be worth £35 million, which leaves Wolves with a dilemma. Cash in for a substantial profit when the market is in their favor, or hang on to a player who has the capacity to keep them up. Contracted until June 2027. Linked with Liverpool, Arsenal, Manchester City, Manchester United and Newcastle. Who else could be on the move in January? Chelsea boss Maresca said Carney Chukwuemeka is for sale and a loan deal is being sought for fellow midfielder Cesare Casade. Barcelona's failed attempt to register Spain forward Dani Olmo has cast doubt on his future with the La Liga club. Newcastle striker Alexander Isak has been regularly linked with Arsenal. Bayer Leverkusen's Florian Wirtz and Newcastle's Bruno Guimaraes have both been linked with Manchester City. January will be Manchester United boss Ruben Amorim's first transfer window in charge, and he may want to bring in a couple of players to put his stamp on the side. Sporting striker Victor Gyökeres worked with Amorim in Portugal and has also been linked with Arsenal as well as a move to United. Dutch striker Joshua Zirkzee and winger Antony are among those linked with the Old Trafford exit door. Lille forward Jonathan David is out of contract at the end of the season and has been mentioned in connection with several Premier League clubs. Paris Saint-Germain forward Randall Kolo Muani has also seemingly been linked with every club under the sun. Tottenham may be forced into the window with defenders Mickey van de Ven and Christian Romero both sidelined with injury. Crystal Palace are in the market for a goalscorer along with Everton, who have scored only 15 league goals, fewer than any team apart from Southampton.